It's a battle between the Audis and the Lanciers. Hanno Mikla leads, Stig Blomqvist in second place, Walter Röhrl, the world champion, in third, Marco Len is fourth, Ari Vartanen fifth, and Lassie Lampi is in sixth place. It was expected the Portuguese rally would suit the Audis, but the 1,500 miles over 4 days produced surprises for both teams, as David Icke reports.
After weeks of practice in rain and snow, it's a warm and mild Portugal that greets the rally stars on the opening day. Last year's winner, Michèle Mouton, heads the 4-car Quattro team, but her rally gets off to a bad start with a puncture. Monte Carlo winner and reigning world champion Walter Röhrl drives one of the 3 Martini Lanciers. The agile mid-engine supercharged cars are making their Portuguese debut, and they're ideally suited to these tight, twisting opening stages over tarmac. Fresh from his win in the snows of Sweden, Hannu Mikkola is in superb form, although the bulkier 4-wheel drive turbocharged cars are not at their best over these first tarmac stages around the beautiful town of Sintra, just west of Lisbon. Marco Len is slower than teammate Röhrl, and all the Lanciers are hampered by overheating tyres in the exceptionally warm weather. Frenchman Jean-Luc Terrier won here in 1973, but hasn't finished the rally since. His flamboyant driving of the Renault 5 Turbo delights the enormous crowds. Stig Blomqvist last competed here in 1971 when he drove a Saab, but despite his 12-year absence, he's going well and tucks in behind teammate Mikkola. Belgian Marc Douay hasn't practiced the route, and his Opel Manta is soon caught and passed by Britain's Terry Cabey in his Nissan. Cabey and co-driver Rob Arthur know the way. More than can be said for this Brazilian crew in their Opel Kadett. Soon the asphalt roads are to give way to the rough tracks of northern Portugal, and the early lead built up on the smooth surfaces by the Martini Lancia team is about to come under attack. Over the gravel stages, the 4-wheel drive Quattros soon catch up, and now the fight for the lead is between Mikkola and teammate Blomqvist in car number 6. Terrier is 6th and as dramatic as ever, but soon to fail with a broken suspension. Röhrl's lights fall off on one nighttime stage, and as a result he drops back to 5th place. Now it's Len who heads the Lancia effort in 3rd place despite gearbox problems. World Championship leader Mikkola is driving well, but he knows that teammate Blomqvist is rapidly catching him. Even former European champion Ardatico Vudafieri in the 3rd Martini Lancia has to give way to Blomqvist, who also takes the lead from Mikkola. But it's not to last. The Swede hits a rock, damaging the body and rear axle, and he has to retire, handing 1st place back to Mikkola. The Martini Lancia team have been overshadowed by the battle between Mikkola and Blomqvist, and they've been left to fight amongst themselves. After suspension problems, 3rd-placed Len is now finding himself under attack from Michèle Mouton in the 3rd Quattro, and he's trying desperately to stay ahead. But the lady won't be denied. With orders to attack, world champion Walter Röhrl hauls his way back into second place. He's keeping Mikkola in sight, and the Lancia's speed over the rougher stages is impressive. Fuda Fieri holds a secure 5th place. Timo Salonen's Nissan is 7th, but soon to stop with gearbox failure. Spaniard Antonio Zanini has also had problems in his Talbot. Local hero and leading Portuguese driver Joaquim Santos has held a splendid 7th place until 4 stages from the end, when suddenly a half shaft breaks on special stage 39. Now he and co-driver Miguel Oliveira have to push their car to the end of the stage where they can repair it. But it's 3/4 of a mile and it's all uphill. Already exhausted by the long drive and tempted to give in, the crew are urged to continue by their fervent local supporters. Eventually, they reach the end of the special stage and the all-important time card can be handed in by an exhausted co-driver, and it's just in time to keep them in the rally. Up front, the battle goes on. A puncture on the longest stage cost Mikkola dear. Although he still holds first place, the lead has been cut to less than a minute over the ever-threatening Röhrl. Mouton is also making a late charge, and she, in turn, is pressurising Röhrl. Allen follows in 4th place. Fuda Fieri is 5th. Chasing hard, Antonio Zanini in his damaged Talbot is 6th, urged on by his supporters from over the Spanish border. Mikkola's delay has inspired the Finn to drive faster than anyone can remember. Meanwhile, Mouton has taken Röhrl for 2nd place, and she chases Mikkola back to Estoril. Röhrl has suffered a puncture and he finishes 3rd with his teammates 4th and 5th. With the absence of the Rothmans Opel team away practicing for the Safari Rally, this Portuguese rally has been dominated by Audi and Lancia. A tremendous struggle which leaves the two teams joint leaders of the Manufacturers' World Championship. And back at Estoril, Hannu Mikkola and Arne Hertz celebrate their 2nd World Championship victory in a row.
Check on the positions then. In this Portuguese rally, the winner Mikkola is in good form at the moment, Mouton in 2nd place, and the reigning world champion Walter Röhrl in 3rd place. And the championship positions now, in the World Drivers' Championship, Mikkola extends his lead. He's now got 18 points to spare from the world champion Röhrl in 2nd place, and Blomqvist is 3rd.